Hey everyone, I just want to take a little bit of time here to share with you just a nice restorative position and mobilization that you can do for any type of low back pain, especially if we are dealing with something that we call a flexion intolerance, which means that we have a hard time bending forward from the waist. Typically this happens if we spend a lot of time in extension or an overarch position on our low back. But I just kind of want to share with you a nice restorative position that you can do on your own to alleviate some of that discomfort. Okay, so in terms of equipment, what you're going to benefit from is either a yoga block, or if you have a ball peanut, that's also a great thing that you can use, all right? And I'll kind of show you how to do that. So when we're talking about any type of flexion intolerance, again, we're going to say that you have a hard time bending forward from the waist. So we want to be able to open up that ability to bend forward a little bit more. And we can do this by using a yoga block as a shim. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to lay flat on my back first. Okay, and then all I'm going to do here is, in terms of placing the block, is I want to place this just below my lower back, right? So I'm going to kind of lay them on on the dimples of my low back, which is going to kind of take me through the top of my tailbone. So I'm just going to go ahead and place that there. Now what I'm doing here is I'm going to just adjust it if I need to find the right spot so that I can just prop my lower back up off the ground and bring my knees up to my chest. Now when I'm doing this, what I want to be really cognizant of here is that I'm tucking myself in like a ball, so that even though I have my knees up to my chest, I don't want my belly to be proud and forward up towards the ceiling. I want to feel like my ribs are also pulled in. I'm able to tuck my tailbone under, and this block should help me get a better feeling of what that's like. I should be able to feel like my tailbone is starting to curve underneath me here, so I can pull my knees into my chest. Now, if you feel like a pinching in the front of your hip, that also is probably a sign that you're not tucking your tailbone under enough, okay? So once you're here, you just want to spend a little bit of time just breathing and trying to see if you can also use those arms to kind of draw the knees a little bit closer together. I find that the closer we're able to bring our thighs together, the more flexion and curve we get through our lower back to just open up some more. So this is just basically seen as a nice restorative position, because this allows us to create some traction in our low back, which is basically just a spacing of all the lower back joints, right? Which in general is very alleviating. So now I'm kind of just tucking myself here. I know I've gone through a lot of verbal description. You just really want to focus on just breathing a ton here, all right? So it's even though my thighs are pressing against my stomach, I want to be able to breathe into my thighs. And then follow a nice long exhale and see if I can take up any slack where I can bring my knees in closer to my chest, okay? Just this position itself is so good. All right, it's a nice way. It's just kind of getting into something similar, maybe the happy baby and all these other positions. But we want to be able to really restore this ability to open up our low back. Now, if you feel like you've really capped out on all of this stuff too, another thing that you can do, right, is just elevate your legs. And this also starts to look like a very similar restorative position of just laying on your back and putting your legs up on the wall. And this allows you to essentially get some flattening here. So you want to visualize that gravity is really heavy through the entire length of your legs. So it's pushing straight down. And when that does, okay, it creates this opening of your lower back. So you can just allow yourself to get into the position. If you want to adjust the block a little bit too, you can start to move it up, a little bit higher. If you want to feel like you're getting more flexion into some of the other parts of your back, that's totally fine too. Okay, it's really easy. Now, what you can also do, is actually adding maybe our peanut on top of that too. So we're stacking it on now. This just allows me to get into some of the other spots, which are, muscular spots, okay, which might have some stiffness and restrictions. So we want to prop ourselves up in the right way and just bring our knees up. And this really helps us open it up. Now, also what I can do to open up my opposite hip flexor as well, right, in terms of bending, is I can now just go ahead and try to move my legs in opposite directions. So from this position here, it looks like I'm trying to bring my left knee up to my chest as much as I can while I'm trying to push my right foot away from me just to open up my hip flexors in a nice subtle way. All right, so this allows me to get two things captured in one moment here, where I'm getting some opening of my low back, but at the same time, I'm not letting the quads and hip flexors get too stiff as well. So you can do some isometrics here, where you're just laying on top here, really focusing on getting the legs to move in opposite directions. So I'm really trying to pull my right knee up to my chest as I push my left foot and heel away. Do some isometrics here, 5 to 10 seconds, whatever feels right for you, and to open that up. You can also start to gradually now take that ball up a little bit higher. Come back into that restorative position. So it could be knees are bent, you're hugging. You can also extend them up towards the ceiling. And I don't know if this is the proper terminology, but I think in yoga this is like waterfall pose or reverse waterfall. I could be botching it. But this is really nice because now I'm still working on keeping this hollow position through my abdomen. I'm letting gravity and like the tension from like the peanut also just like traction, right? And just like space out those joints here. And that's something that you want to visualize and start to feel. So I'm going to let everything from the balls down this way get heavy, okay, and try to see if I can just get more spacing there. All right, so this is just something that's meant to be done slow, controlled. Allow yourself to kind of just feel what's right and what you need there, because there are going to be some areas of restriction there in the soft tissue, those muscles that sit around your low back and even your tailbone that are going to limit you from bending forward from the waist easier. All right, so dismount here. Spend as much time as you want doing this. Allow yourself to really just decompress, and we hope you enjoy it.